Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the main channel. Now, as you can see, we're going to be talking about the predictions and what I believe will be coming out in the new update in Anime Adventures. Now, first off, I just want to say that the update is going to be a small update. It's going to be like a half update because it's a 0.5 update, which means we should be getting it relatively soon. Now, I know they've been, I don't want to say struggling is the right word, but the updates have been later than what they used to be, and they did say when this update came out that the updates would start to come out quicker, which means we could see this update as soon as this weekend. I would probably say next weekend, but we could see it as soon as this weekend if they are going to stay true to their word and get it out quicker. So yeah, it is going to be a small update. Now, what that means, there's pretty much only two options, but I threw a third one in there just in case they want to spice things up, because that's what they've been doing with every update. I think that's why every update's been taking long, because it's been something completely different. But with this, sorry about that. With this update, I think there's really two possibilities. Maybe a third one, maybe even a fourth one, which I'll go over. But I think it's either going to be a portal or a raid. Now, we have a portal going on right now, so that pretty much leaves a raid. But we also got a raid recently, so yeah, it's a little confusing, which makes me think that we may be getting a new event type. Because if we already have both out right now, it's going to be weird. But to be fair, we have two raids out right now as it is. So I guess it's not totally weird. But what I think they could do instead of a raid or a portal is finally do a guild event. I mean, we've been waiting so long for a guild event. I think now would be the time. Just have a normal half update and then just do the guild stuff. You don't need to do anything else too crazy, but just the guild event would be sick to have. Now, I don't know what they could do with that, but, you know, we're obviously still waiting on that. And then the fourth option would just be a game mode we haven't seen, so I can't really give you a thought on that. So, but we just got a new game mode being the dungeon, so I highly doubt we get a new game mode, unless if it's something like the guild event. Now, if it is a portal, which I doubt it will be, they're probably going to work like the old portals. I doubt they're going to work like the Sakamoto portals, because that update fell flat. Which, yeah, I'm not going to... Boy, it's hard to resist talking about why it fell flat, but yeah, I'm sure they're just going to go back to normal portals after how these ones did. So if they do, I expect something similar to the Bungo portals or the Madoka portals. Yeah, basically the Sakamoto portals, but balanced. If it goes to a raid, which I think it most likely will, that means we may be seeing a little bit of a smaller update. I don't want to say smaller, but less characters to obtain. So I could totally see that happening. We could also get more banner units. They've been releasing a lot of units in these past updates. So yeah, it's hard to predict the amount of units, but I'm just going off what I know, you know, playing the game for over a year now. If it's going to be like the old raids, we're most likely going to get 3 or 4 units. Now, I do believe it is going to be a raid update, but now we can talk about some of the stuff you should expect to see within the update that's not the raid, right? And then we'll get to the characters and stuff in a moment. But I think there's 3 quality of life things they could realistically do. Well, one of them's not even quality of life, but the other 2 are. And I think one of them is to add more level rewards. It'd be nice, like, if they are just going to do, like, a traditional half update where it's not as much content, add more level rewards. That's something really easy. They don't even have to do anything for that. That would just be awesome. Maybe at least to level 200 or something. Personally, I think they should do it up to level 500, which, I mean, I know I'm not even there, but I think that would be realistic. And then it can stop at 500, don't go anymore, right? I also think they could add another limit break, but at the same time, I wouldn't get my hopes up on that. I do believe that we will only get a second limit break whenever the meta is completely changed. So, like, for example, Guts is still used in a lot of stuff. It's going to be a while before we get that second limit break, at least in my opinion. I mean, they could release it whenever, but I do think that it's going to be way later. But while I'm talking about this, I just thought of a different quality of life change. I think an improvement on the gold shop would be nice. I don't know what, but yeah, just somewhat an improvement. Maybe resets twice a day, because sometimes you can get a lot from it, sometimes you get nothing. Like, you can go to the gold shop and there literally be nothing, and then sometimes you can go in there and be like 5 different stars, right? So maybe a little bit of a buff to the gold shop would be nice as well. But my last quality of life thing that I have written down is banner pity. Now, personally, I don't really care if we get it or don't get it, but I know a lot of people want banner pity, and I could see them adding that with this half update. Now, banner pity would be nice right now because I've pulled like one unit off banner since the new update, and I've been grinding. I got Rukia before I got any banner unit, so yeah, that's how my update's been going. So you know, I'd be appreciative of it, but I don't care if we get it or not. But that's something that we could get within this next update. Now we can talk about the stuff that's going away, and there's only one thing that's for sure going away, and that's going to be the Kid Buu raid. The Kid Buu raid will be gone, so if you do not have Kid Buu, go get them, because it's going to be gone. Now, the raid will still be there, so if you need to Evo Goku or Vegeta, you can do that anytime, but you will no longer be able to get Kid Buu after this update. Once this update drops, there will be no Kid Buu in the raid anymore, so go get it while you can. Next, I think that might reset. I honestly doubt it, but there's a possibility leaderboards reset. I don't think Infinity Castle will, especially since they don't have a star ready yet. At least that's what I'm told. I haven't quite got there yet, but I was told that the star is not ready, so yeah, I really doubt anything's going away other than the Kid Buu event. People wondering about Christmas. Christmas is most likely still going to be there. It hasn't been 3 updates yet. Next update, Christmas should be going away. But yeah, it'll be the Kid Buu raid going away for sure. Alright, now we get to the juicy part of the whole discussion, and that is what update is coming next. It could just be very boring, and we could just get a part 2 for stuff we already have. Like, we could get another Naruto one. Now, I'm going to be honest, there's 0 chance we're getting Naruto because we just had one. But we could get, or Dragon Ball, but like we could get another like Bleach, we could get a One Piece one. But yeah, that would just be a little bit on the boring side if you ask me. But I have some others written down that I think would be pretty interesting. One that I really want to see would be a JoJo's update. Now, the reason I didn't include that in part 2 is because if you've ever seen JoJo's, you know it's a little different. Each part is kind of its own thing. So, yeah, I would like to see one of the parts that's not really represented. Maybe some more Stardust. Golden Wind would be sick. Yeah, just one of those would be awesome. Next, I have Cowboy Bebop. I feel like that'd be perfect for a half update. It's got like 3-4 characters you could do. So I think that's pretty good, honestly. Like, if you look at the last raid we got, which was Dragon Ball, we got Goku, Vegeta, and Kid Buu. You could get 3 to 4 characters with Cowboy Bebop. I think it'd be great to do for a half update. But I do think it's a little old, so we may not see it. As well, I'd like to touch up on some other things. There are some big anime that are not in the game yet. I doubt we're going to get it for a half update. Those being like Fire Force or Full Metal. Those, to me, at least scream full updates. So we probably will not be seeing those with this update. Alright, next, one that everybody has been waiting for. Maybe not everybody, but the people that have watched it, is a Mob Psycho update. Mob is the only character in the lobby that does not have an update yet, or even a unit in the game. So, yeah, a lot of people are waiting on this. A Mob update would also be perfect for a portal, because it's the right amount of characters. You can't do too much, but you can't do too little either, so I think it'd be perfect. Next, I have one that's in the game already, one of the characters. It's not a part 2, but one of the characters is in the game, which I traded him a while ago, so I don't have him. But that would be Mashal. Mashal could be an actual update. They give us an actual Mash unit. It has enough characters to do it. You have Dot, you have Lance. You could do, not Lemon. I mean, that's her name, but I'm trying to think of the other guy. Finn, I think that's his name. Yeah, you could do Finn. You could do Finn's brother. There's a lot of people you could do in the show, so I think that could be a cool half update as well. I don't know if it's big enough to be a full update, so a half update would fit it perfectly. Next, I have 2 newer ones, which I think are a big possibility. You have Solo Leveling and Don to Don, both of which are very popular, but they do not have enough characters to be full updates, so I'm just going to be completely honest with you. If we don't get them in a half update, they're not going to be the next update, unless if it's something that we'll talk about right after this. But Don, obviously, super popular anime. Solo Leveling as well, super popular. I wouldn't mind Dandadan. I really don't want solo leveling in the game. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But yeah, they both don't have a lot of characters, so a half update would be kind of perfect for it, and that would be good representation for it. Now, the last possibility is something like we got with this update, with the Christmas update, pretty much every update we've got other than the Sakamoto Days update, and that would be a mixed anime update. Now, this one, obviously, the overlining theme was JJK. Then we got people like Alicia and obviously like Rukia. So, yeah, I think we could also see something like that where we get multiple units. Now, really quick, before we wrap this up, if you're enjoying, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers before the summer, and I have my links in the description if you want to hear me yap on Twitch or on my second channel where I talk about anime and stuff. But the last point I have, which doesn't necessarily have to do with this update, but hopefully future updates as well. I would love to see the dungeon unit like the dungeon unit, Rukia, I would like to see that get rotated out. So it does say limited, so that's good. Hopefully it is. I would love to see this unit get rotated out, but the dungeon stay. I don't want the dungeon to go away. I just want there to be a different unit in it, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the description or in the comments.